Hey guys, it's Wendy coming to you with another 20-minute makeup video. I've already applied my foundation and moisturizer, which I use Olay Regenerist moisturizer, and I use my Dermablend cover cream in 70W Chroma 5 Olive Brown. And this is the Dermablend setting powder in warm saffron. I thought one time that they were going out of business, but I was like, oh God, please. Because it's really tough trying to find the right, foundation and powder to fit your complexion. And I'm almost really kind of like one of those in-betweeners. So I am getting ready to go to one of my friend's birthday parties. She has a birthday party today. I call it her red, white, and boom birthday party. She's turning 65. This is the year that my classmates and I turned 65 with the Lord's blessings, and if it's His will. A few of my um, classmates have already turned 65. It's hard to get this powder out of here, I tell you. And I am still using my little sponge that I like. I really don't know for sure what, got my fan on. I really don't know for sure what eyeshadows I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to wear blue jeans um, with a red shirt because the colors are red for the party, and I'm going to wear a cowboy hat, um, cowgirl hat, whatever you want to call it, and it's red, white, and blue like the flag. I had a I had a difficult time deciding on whether or not I was going to buy that hat because I have mixed emotions about um, America and all of that stuff with Black people, and what we go through and how much we're just hated, you know, and how much we're like, I can't even explain it. But the more you're on social media, the more you kind of see how much we're like disliked just for being Black. That's so pitiful. Anyway, my daughter, she's always saying like, Mom, our forefathers fought so hard and bled and died, for this country. So wear your red, white, and blue. Okay, so this is my pencil Bon Bon by Glow Mineral. It's a shadow stick. It can be used as a lip liner and eyeliner or brows. Now I'm going to attempt to get my brows right today. I'm not good with brows, but here goes. I'm going to look in my mirror right here. But yeah, the party starts at 7 p.m. and I'm just hoping that it's not raining. It's not going to be outdoors or anything, but I just don't like to, be out in the rain. Okay, got one down, girls. Let's see about this other one over here. Like I've said on my other videos, they say brows are their sisters, not twins. And I always say that mine aren't even related. And I shave them off and draw them on. Uh-uh. My little 8-year-old granddaughter, she was here one day. I told you guys, she said, why where are your eyebrows? I said, I shaved them off. She said, why'd you do that? So every time I look at myself with my eyebrows being shaved off, I think about her. Okay. And the routine that I do with my brows takes about 20 minutes. I mean, not brows, that I do with my makeup. Takes about 20 minutes. And I don't care if they're perfect or not because I'm going to be wearing a hat. You can't really see them that well. So they don't have to be perfect. And the thing about it is, I don't have a lot of patience when it comes to brows and stuff like that. So that's one reason why my brows half the time be looking crazy because I don't have patience for them that I should have. Okay, we'll let them settle down a bit. But this pencil, it goes on like real smooth, but and then it sets. It turns a little bit more powdery. It won't look so glossy looking. And plus, you can put your powder, put a little bit of setting powder on top of your brows. I do that sometimes. I was looking for here it is. I just comb whatever little hairs I have. I comb up in the brow like that. But yeah, you can, it dries. Okay, this one's a little heavier, but it's okay. We're not worrying about it. The point is, don't let the fact that, you're not that good with your makeup stop you from um, wearing it because I feel like we all need it. That's just my opinion. Now, some people, like I say, look really pretty with no makeup. I'm definitely not one of them. I was going through one of my videos the other day at my job, and the girl, she's young, she's like in her 20s. She said, "Is that you?" I said, I was like, "Yeah, that's me." "What do you mean, is that me?" "That doesn't look like you. I never would have thought that was you. If I see you somewhere without your eyebrows, I wouldn't think that was you." I said, "Well, that's the whole point of wearing makeup so that you can look different." Allegra, it's by Sassy Jones, and these are my colors, which I'm gonna do this blue, and I just do it with my finger. I find that when some shadow is real glittery, and you do it with your finger, I think it shines more than when you do it with a brush. I could be wrong. And I'm just not a planner. It's not like I sit down and, get all my shadows together. Like, okay, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna wear that. I'm a Leo. We're not planners. We sort of fly by the hip. So that's what I do. I'm always just winging things. Some things you have to plan, but I'm not a I'm not a big planner. I wing things. Okay, so we're gonna put that blue on there like that. Got my nails done yesterday. A black nail tech. Her name is Carla Kirkland. Black diamond nails. All right, let's see. I want something. Go with this. Morphe Babe. I'm gonna go in the center of my makeup. I'm looking for my brush. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go in the center with probably gonna do something kind of smoky. Probably this right here, or yeah, probably this one. So I got my brush, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna look in the mirror, but you can see what I'm doing. Just brush it in my crease. I do have a larger crease than most people because uh the way that my eyes are made. See that? Okay, just go in the crease. Not doing anything fancy. I like that. I love it actually. I love eyeshadow. I love makeup. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna do the same over here. It's like painting. And all it takes is a little bit. You don't have to have a lot. Just a little bit goes a long way. And it's so many different styles of, the way that you can put your makeup on. And I know, you have to do what's best for your eye shape. But this is just a easy way. Back in the day, we used to say, um, medium shade here. Like if you have three shades, the one in the middle will go here. The darkest will go here. The lightest will go here. So it's lightest shade, medium shade, darkest shade. Okay. And it doesn't have to be super dark, just the dark, the darker of the three. That's kind of like rule of thumb. But like I said, there is no, right or wrong way. You put your makeup on the way that you want to wear it. That's what you do. Okay, sit this down. Okay, so you can just blend it up a bit. I'll take some of that shadow off and just blend it a little bit more. But like I said, I'm not really here trying to make it, it's not, you don't have to be super technical. I always tend to think I have, like this one is always a little darker. I don't know what's because of the lighting or what, but I'll give a little more. So did you guys watch Polygamous on Netflix? Wow. I wasn't interested at first in watching it because I was just thinking like, I don't want to see nothing with no women running behind no crazy man. Baby, honey, boy, I tell you, that Simon, what's his name? Simon Gomorrah? He was something else. Mac Smolder. I'm going to do my bottom and my top lid. He was something else. But I won't do any spoiler alerts in case someone's watching that hadn't seen it. Okay? All right, and we're going to go underneath my eye. This Smolder by MAC, I like the fact that it's soft and it's creamy, but the Glow Mineral that I use on my brows, they make a black pencil that this pen, the MAC, which I really love. I love the color, but I have to look at myself all the time because for some reason it gives me raccoon eyes. Like it's all down here. I'm like, wait a minute, when did that happen? So now I find myself having to look in the mirror during the day because when I'm at work, I work at a hospital, but it's a spa, and I'm around women all day, and I have to check myself out, ladies, to make sure I'm not melting. But yes, I work at a cancer center where I take care of my patients. I shave their heads, fit them with their hair pieces, and I have to like retrain them to get accustomed to, not retrain them, but help them get accustomed, of their new look because they lose their brows, they lose their lashes, they lose everything. So I then show them how to, put their lashes back on and brows and stuff. It's rewarding, but it's also, girls, it can be downright sad. You know what I mean? But I try not to be sad because God put me there. And so I try to stay upbeat, and make the experience fun and normal because, like, sometimes they've gotten so accustomed to seeing themselves without hair. Like, if it's been a couple weeks or a month or whatever, some of them, because some of them come, it depends on when they come. Some come right at the beginning, some come when the hair has been out already for a couple weeks. Um, some come when it's just you touch it and it falls out in your hand. So the way I tell them is, the part that I'm doing, is the fun part. This is the fun part. Don't stress yourself. We're gonna have a good time today. I bought this Fenty. It's like a highlighter. But yeah, I have to let them know, like, don't get freaked out. But I have to watch myself because if this smolder is melting everywhere, the eyeliner that I wear, and I'm sitting there with raccoon eyes, and they're probably looking at me like, well, you look a mess. Who are you to tell us? Fix your makeup, girl. Okay, let's put some highlighter. Oh, I love it. We're gonna put some highlighter all around there. And how do you guys feel about Young Miami's song? My opinion is, on the song Spin That, people are just taking it too far. Like, it's a freaking song. It, if we're so gullible that, I know music can influence, but really the influence starts at home. If you have children that can get so influenced by Young Miami talking about boosting and all that, you're not doing a good job. My opinion, don't come for me, is that you're not doing a good job at home. You're just not. You got to do a better job at home to be the influence. I know that sometimes children can go awry, even without you influencing them at all. They just get with the wrong crowd and there they go. But it's a song. All these adults is going bananas. I don't know any boosters and I don't, but the thing about it is it's a freaking song. It's like lighten up already. And she's making some money and she's from Miami. And she has a whole different experience with life than some people do. You know? It's like, sheesh. Let it go already. My gosh. My opinion, my 2 cents. I think we get so serious about the wrong thing. It's too much. Okay. Now I'm going to put my lashes on, and now that I have my blush on. Very light blush. I don't wear a lot of blush. And I know that my makeup is, my shadow is a little darker. I'm sitting up here looking around, looking for my blending brush. But honey, it's probably right here in my face, my makeup table. It's not a mess like it normally is, but where the heck is my blending brush? I probably put it somewhere that I had no business putting it. And I can't see it from where I'm sitting. I use this little cheap glue from the beauty supply store that I won't be going back to that beauty supply store. I am participating in putting our wealth back into um, our community. Like they said, it's not a boycott. We're just putting the wealth back to people that look like us. Okay, I'm going to put this lash on. Give me a second. And I think that you know how they say that about respect. In order for anybody to respect us, we have to command it. We have to demand that we're respected. We can't just sit around and beg people to respect us. That's with anybody. And if you don't respect me and you don't respect my money, and we have um uh what's the word? Been patrons of you guys and clients of you guys with your bad behavior for so long, until in all actuality we were rewarding your bad behavior. Now I'm not saying that everybody has the same behavior, because everybody doesn't, but most do. And that's not even the point. Even the Asians that don't necessarily mistreat us or mishandle us, they still won't even buy a stick of gum in our neighborhood. Not even a stick of gum, you guys. They won't even sew a piece of freaking gum. That's what I'm talking. That's the part that bothers me most. Like, they buy nothing from our neighborhoods. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. They don't pour back. They don't pour into us, not even a little bit. Okay? So it's like, don't get so frustrated with us because, it took that poor little young boy losing his life. We've just accepted the bad behavior for so long till they feel like, who are you? I don't have to respect you. You're nobody to respect. You never demanded respect before. So why should we change? We're just gonna keep treating y'all like we always do. You know? So, like I said, I'm just saying you won't even buy a stick of gum from us. So, you live longer, you learn. You live and you learn in this life. And what goes around, has to come back around again. You have to realize that you're only gonna get to mistreat people for so long. And that's in any relationship, whether it's friendships, whether it's a marriage, whether it's whatever it is. People are gonna treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Point blank in the period. Okay, guys, 24 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm a little over. Oh, well, I wish I had some reddish. I'm going to put a little bit of this Fenty It's so pretty. It's like a party on its own. It's really something. I know that it's not necessarily gonna go with what I am putting on, but I'll just put it on for the video sake. I tend to stick to nudes a lot, but that's a lot. But when I put my hat on and calm this lip down a little bit, I don't like a bold eye and a bold lip. That's the problem that I have. I don't like that. It's like one has to go. Thank you guys so much. My name is Wendy. Easy makeup tutorial using no highlighting and contouring for the older chicks, 65 like almost 65 like me. Thank you. Have a great day.